Welcome back, everybody, to day 3 of Cosmic Crucible here this week. As you can tell, I took another L, back-to-back L's in which that if I could in one shot all my opponents, I stood no chance against the levels and kinds of this particular bracket that I was faced this week. So my opponent was able to obviously clear me. Kind of go ahead and take a peek, and another L this week is having to record this on my cell phone. So this is just me kind of skimming through to show you guys the recaps of what I did yesterday. Catch that video if you want to jump back to it, see what happened. But here's my defense getting one-shotted. Kind of similar. I was depending on this Rm4 to kind of hold up for me, but nah, they got deleted. So everybody got deleted. And but yeah, so that's that. Let's jump ahead and take a look at my opponent's defense. All right, so it's DZ's who I'm going against, and his defense is pretty interesting, I would say. You got to be creative when you're dealing with and that's my downfall. I don't think I've been as creative with my defense, given the levels that I'm at with the TCP. So this gentleman or female went ahead and kind of did that against me today. So we got the hoax in room 1 with the Captain America's and Dormammu. And then you got the Secret Defender 3 with the tandem of Morgan Le Fay and Agatha in 2. They need to watch in 3. Then here's the room of headaches as far as Extreme X-Men with Black Knight. It is a smaller Black Knight, so I got a little bit more confident as far as what I wanted to use against that room. And then 5 is going to be your New Avengers 3, and tied in with BigTime and Fury. And lastly is the Asgardians, the Bifrost match, team there to kind of round out these rooms. Let's take a look at the first attack. All right, so first attack, I decided to go ahead and just go all in, a little bit confident and also more daring for the fact that I'm 0-2. So I decided to plug in my Iron Patriot. He is, I don't have him up of any other max stars, but just, I wish I had this on live, or I can kind of show you where he's at. But I have built him all the way up to 95 currently. Will continue to go higher as I get more gold. And I think he is a G18 as well. I had the gears for him. So that's where he stands. And then, he's real kid base is just to add damage boost to the rest of the villains. And I'm, given the Black Knight there standing at, 300 level as fortifier, but I figured I can go ahead and try to one-shot him. So that's the mindset here of bringing in Iron Fury over Apoc and some other tunes. All right, so here we are. Contemplating if I should be saving this special or not. So that's kind of where the delay is happening right now. And then I was like, well, I guess I can copy it. And so that's kind of the theory there. Use that. Of course, I got the retaliation back on me. But here it is. This is kind of the big move with Iron Patriot, bringing in Kang. So I do special, put slow onto the Nightcrawler. ISO Striker allowed me to go ahead and one-shot that Black Knight, so he's out. And now that kind of spurred the rogue spawn over here. Taunt. Luckily Gambit's next to her, so I can kind of ping away on some of the minor AoEs, chain attacks, and etc. And couldn't get the ultimate on the next turn, but the basic did its job. It's just kind of wiping everybody out with that extra boost of damage. Now I'm worried about Forge. I just want to clear him, make sure he doesn't do anything crazy as far as revives later. And then there we are. So finally able to use my Kang ultimate here as we narrow it down to 2 tunes left. Targeted the Gambit so that way the Striker ISO wiped him out just as it did Black Knight on the first attack, so worked out well. Alright, so next I decided to go ahead and jump over to room 5. I felt like this was going to be an easy matchup just given the fact that I have tech there with all the extra benefits of the room 5. So just in case something crazy happens, I don't know how BigTime was going to complicate things. So I decided to go ahead and even if worst case someone died, get an ult off, revive my tech character. So yeah, so I was pretty confident on this matchup here. Got to get straight all new Avengers before and was able to clear that out. So didn't seem like it was going to be too threatening. So of course they go first. There's the flip. And I guess I don't know if it depends on who he targets. That could be RNG related, but maybe not. Coulson puts the target there on Kestrel, but I do have her pretty much maxed out with 3 diamonds. And now it's just deciding, do I do the ultimate or special? Figured do the special, wipe out the Coulson, bring her down. And then it's all under our control at this point. I wanted to go ahead and just stun somebody, and so I decided to go after Mocking. So yeah, Mockingbird stunned. They got slow outs there. I mean, it's kind of game over at this point. So I don't know what else to narrate. Pretty much just kind of pick your poison. So I'll boost up the speed a little bit here. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of already skimming through it. But I'm doing this on my phone, so I'm kind of been having some buffering issues. My phone was getting hot. So things are getting kind of crazy there as far as it stalling as well. There it is. So next I decided to go ahead and jump over to room 2. This one right here kind of again made me pause and think a little bit because you see some different tunes mixed in. So you got Agatha and Morgan Le Fay mixed in with the Secret Defenders, but I think it kind of loses synergy as far as Secret Defenders goes and not having a complete team there. So in that regards, I figured I didn't need to bring in some extra muscle. I can go off full New Warrior 5 on this one. And then what was interesting about the speed over here, I guess they slowed down, so they lost some of their tunes or something happened, so Marvel didn't go first. I was expecting her to have her pre-taunt attack. And so I was just like, okay, what do I do? Like, what am I going to flip? But then I noticed, without the safeguard there, like on Black Cat, I was hoping to flip something and make that land off of her. Of course, get that defensive up, down, so... yeah, I was kind of conflicted and trying to figure out what to do to be just smarter. I mean, you take 2 losses, you're going to kind of second guess some moves now. And then at this point, yeah, just go out through the threats on this side. I knew Morgan was going to get a turn. But I wasn't too concerned. I wanted to really kind of maximize opportunities going after like Robbie and really focusing on Robbie, so that's kind of where to put the special up on him, try to spread something over to Agatha. He dropped. And then at this point, it's like, all right, get the AoE attack starting to come. See if I can get blinds out there, or disrupts, just more debuffs getting thrown at them. And then I figured to go ahead and just remove this defensive up by going to special onto her, Black Cat. She was more vulnerable after that, and then it's like, okay, just start pinging away. She got a turn, unfortunately, but we're all looking good with our buffs. And then there's the death pool kill. That was it. All right, so next it's like, all right, let me go ahead and jump into room 6. I'm kind of doing good in regards to the rooms that I was clearing, and I haven't used any of the big guys. You see Apoc over there on the left, Super Skrull on the left, and I was contemplating, should I be using them over here on the Asgards? But then greediness started kind of creeping in my mind, thinking I can go ahead and save Apoc for that Infinity Watch and Super Skrull for room 1. But all of that depended how this room went, so I jumped into room 6, decided to go ahead and bring the Tangle Web 2, which is 2099 and Weaver with the Eternals, and then Namor with all his boosts and things of that nature. So I thought that this would be interesting to go ahead and try this team out. And I was really hoping to get that Icarus ult to just clean him up fast, because I noticed the Valkyrie's a little bit lower on her health. And maybe that could have been a possibility. I don't know. Maybe targeting was off at the beginning. We'll see as I'm kind of going through this replay. But yeah, there we are, flipping over, getting defensive down on them. And this is kind of where I mean. I don't know if I should have done something to kind of chain over to that Valkyrie, but I wanted to control Val, so I stunned her. And then there we go. She's just, her health isn't low enough. She was right there, 2 bars left. Could have wiped them out. So I had to be a little bit mindful about that, I guess. I don't know. And then, so at this point, I'm like, well, I don't want her to go and start putting safeguard if I start killing people. So I kind of weakened up Val a little bit more, and I thought I'll save this AoE attack to go ahead and clear out the middle 3. And that's basically it. I mean, at that point, I mean, Val's stun, ability to block onto Beta. He has defensive down, so Weaver just took him out. And again, they're just pinging away at Val, and she's stunned too. Alright, so here we are. As I mentioned, now that I kind of felt comfortable with, you know, saving the big tunes, I decided to go ahead and throw in Skrull with the Hive Mind. I wasn't sure if I should be throwing Sinister 6 out there. Or maybe some other type of like hybrid team, but I was just like, nah, let me keep the Hive there, bring in Super Skrull. I mean, Super Skrull could probably, I would say, can beat him all by himself, but surrounded with Void Knight and all these other tunes here, I figured it could be an easy match. And I think I kind of misplayed this. I don't know. I was conflicted in regards to where I wanted to kind of rewind and put ability to block, and I kind of looked, and I know they got the revives there, so probably should have done it over here, but I figured I wanted to chip away at Dormammu. So that's what I ended up doing, was going after him. And then there's the second opportunity of using ability to block, so I figured I'd throw it onto Captain Carter, just because of her getting to healing or specials, or just her kid's a little bit more threatening than Captain America. And then here's my opportunity to go ahead and wipe out Dormammu. So I kind of put him down, extra bleeds, get some speed control going. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I could be brave and see if I can go ahead and stun Captain America, but nah, his resistance is too high. Should have probably done it on the OG Hulk. So that way I could have even done some spread or something like that. So there's really nothing to spread. And I wasn't really being mindful about the charges going on Red Hulk here, so maybe thinking about it. I mean, there's a basic. Or is this special? The basic. But yeah, so right there, you know, Hulk was kind of on the fence. And I just decided to do that special, and all I did was give him an extra charge here, so I indirectly pissed off Red Hulk. It just is kind of where things got scary a little bit. Just really efficiency aspect of it. So, yeah. Once it was this guy's turn, it was over. Kind of, until the revive came. But it was game over once Skrull got to his ultimate. And finally, Captain America fell. Alright, so now we're on to our last room. It's the Infinity Watch. The annoying Infinity Watch in room 3. But I was able to go ahead and persevere and save my Apoc and threw him with the Sinister 6. I think I mean, you could throw anybody in the Sinister 6 at this point. With Apoc taking away the safeguard, it's pretty much a controlled fight at that point. Could have thrown in Vulture. That's where I'm kind of conflicting. It's like, do I want to bring in Vulture? Do I want to bring in Mysterio? Do I want to bring in even Quicksilver? What I want to do? Then you start overthinking the process a little bit, but without testing, I don't know what the best matchup is. I mean, I don't have a lot of kits memorized and kind of how they work together, but here it is. You got the Goblin starting it off, flips everything. So all that thought process doesn't really matter because now there's trauma, there's disrupt on them. I mean, it's finally looking better when you got to deal with them without the Apoc. So there we're going. Probably even could have did big time, like all this. I mean, but in the end, it didn't matter. I mean, here I am thinking, do I do special, basic? Does that kill him? He had defensive up, so yeah. And then, here, and I don't know what I'm installing. My phone is also kind of stalled, so let's just do the ult and get it over with. There it is. Alright, so try to take a peek at results, see my opponent attack. Unfortunately, as the prior days, nothing to see there. Still had an attack, so it's easy. Good luck. Hopefully you can clear up the rooms there. Pretty high efficiency score for me in regards to getting 50,185. I was able to, as you can tell, no attacks against me. Still waiting, but over here I was able to go ahead and one shot. So except for that, extreme Black Knight rough room. But other than that, everything went smooth. So all in all, happy with everything. Hopefully everything's going better for you guys. And until then, I mean, that's a wrap for this week. Got one more week, I believe, of this season. And then, good luck to the gentlemen that are out there doing the race on DD7. So that's also exciting. I'll be keeping an eye out there, spectator glasses on. And, good luck to everybody else that's building their teams and getting themselves ready for DD7 as well. I'll take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.